I'm gonna say that. Let's revisit the thoughts. Other people's handicaps and skills are not yours, and it's annoying that they want you to be like them in case it's better or hilarious for someone that just wants to make fun of a person. It isn't. Anyway, so this is the inner tie rod tool I was talking about in the other videos. It is handy. These are 14mm nuts, so you just get a regular wrench and tighten those up so that doesn't move anymore. Then you take your socket extension. I put 2 there. I don't like doing that, but I'm going to. I don't have a breaker bar, so I'm using a torque wrench. It actually doesn't take necessarily a specific amount of pressure or foot-pounds or anything. You just get it as tight as you can. These are 2 separate pieces, so you have the outer one and the inner one. Yesterday I did this sort of screwy, and I put it together all in one piece to make sure that because the new parts look a little bit different, I wanted them to be the same length end to end. So on the new one, it doesn't have, on this actual joint here, it doesn't have the same distance on this outer part as the new one does. But all in all, the piece is same in length. So I added the grease first. I should have added it second. I did something else screwy because I was really hurt yesterday, and I had to add the new clamp. And you don't have to use this kind. I'm just going to because I can tighten it with an 8mm socket, which will make it easier to get off in the future than the last piece that was on there. Some people use zip ties. You can use zip ties instead of clamps. It's not going to make a huge difference. It's just your preference. I prefer that it's secure, so I'm going to use this. Anyway, so I put the grease on first. I should have put the piece on first and then the grease. Then, well, basically that's about it. You want to make sure this distance to the end of the thread on the other side of the inner tie rod is the same, basically the same. Most people, when they do change this out, do actually want to get their alignment done by somebody else, like Les Schwab or whatever, to double check their work. That's fine. If you have extra money, that's a good suggestion. I don't, so I'm going to hope for the best and then wait and see if I need to do that at all. I think it's about $98 or $100. I don't know. I don't work there. So anyway, I'm not going to show you because I'm holding my camera, but that's what you do. You just take the actual end of the extension bar, put it through the hole, give it a good pop, and at least it should loosen right up. The other side did. If this doesn't, I'm going to be just as upset as I was in the other videos. The tool does work really well, and I'm going to continue to use it if I need to, but the hope is that you wouldn't need to. It's not like next year, now that I change this, I'm going to need inner and outer tie rods. It would be like, it could be 18 years before you need them again. I mean, other people would disagree and say maybe 5 or 6, but really, in the big picture, the truth is it might be 10 or 15 years before you even need to think about changing this. So these are probably the originals. This is a 2007 PT Cruiser, and it's 2026. So it's been that many years until this needed changed. So if it needs changed again next year, something's really wrong. You should keep in mind things like that if you're a do-it-yourself person, so that you know. You can tell if somebody's hitting you or sabotaging you or ruining what you're doing or stealing your car. Some people consider me delusional. I consider myself more of a factual person, and they're living in a world of lies. Anyway, let's not live in a world of lies. This is the inner tie rod removal tool. I would suggest it. It does work. It did work just fine yesterday, and I hope that it does the same this time.